Have you ever felt completely alone, like the whole world has moved on without you? Maybe you've lost someone or something so significant to you. And at first people rallied around you, but as time passed by, that support started to fade. And now you feel as though even those you once leaned on have turned away. The heartbreak of losing someone or something you love can be compounded by the pain of feeling abandoned by those people still in your life. So let's explore this together, and I'll share how I moved through these painful feelings, and I'll offer you 5 simple steps that can help you to reconnect and find support. Now, as many of us know, grief itself is incredibly isolating. When you're mourning a profound loss, it's not only the absence of the loved one that leaves a void, but often it's the people around you who seem to slowly vanish too. At first they're there offering you help and checking in, but after a few months, life seems to resume for everyone else while you're left with a whirlwind of emotions and a sense of abandonment that cuts deeply. Now, there's a common thread in the stories of so many women feeling left behind. Like everyone eventually expects you to get over it and return back to normal. And when you feel that pressure, it can make you start to question yourself. Am I taking too long to heal? Is my sadness making others uncomfortable? Am I just too much to be around? These thoughts can spiral, and before you know it, you're stuck in a loop of sadness, anger, and self-doubt, which compounds the grief and isolation. And this sense of feeling like you're being too much can become an inner dialogue that we carry around. Maybe I am broken. Maybe my sadness is just too heavy for others. And sadly, we start assuming that our feelings are a nuisance or an inconvenience for others, which leads us to pull back even more, deepening that isolation. Unfortunately, our society doesn't always know how to handle grief. We're never taught about it. And so people often distance themselves, not out of malice, but out of discomfort or fear of saying the wrong thing. And this can be especially painful when it comes from those we thought would always be there. I get it because I've been there too. I remember waiting for calls that never came, hoping for someone to ask me, how was I truly feeling? And feeling a wave of disappointment every time I realized that the support I'd expected just wasn't there. Sometimes people avoid talking about our loss or make light of it because they believe it's better for us, or they fear stirring up difficult emotions. The problem is this leaves us feeling even more alone, as if our grief doesn't matter. And I can honestly say that for me, one of the most painful experiences was losing friends along with the loved one I was grieving. I expected certain friends to be there, to lean on them, but instead they avoided the topic or they simply drifted away. And it hurt deeply, like I was losing them too. But over time, I understood that people often don't know what to do or say. They assume they'll make things worse, or they worry they'll remind us of our pain. And when I realized this, I saw that waiting for others to take the lead was only adding to my hurt. But I have to say, this understanding led me to make some important changes. I began reaching out, not just expecting people to know what I needed, but letting them know how they could be there for me. And I have to say, it made all the difference. So here are 5 tips for moving through grief and reconnecting. So number 1, Don't be afraid to let people know what you need. I know it might feel difficult, but honestly, most people appreciate guidance on how to support you. So start by telling them what helps you. I really appreciate it when you ask me about my loved one, or I need someone to just listen without offering solutions. You know, Setting clear expectations can open the door to deeper, more supportive connections, and that's what we need. Number two, reframe your thoughts on support. What do I mean by that? Well, instead of focusing on who isn't there, try to focus on those who are. This shift in focus can be incredibly empowering. Even if it's just one or two people, invest in the relationships that make you feel seen and supported. And you could keep a gratitude journal, which can help you remember who reached out and listened when you needed them most. Number three, find a community of others that understand. Sometimes finding others who've walked the same path can be incredibly comforting. Grief groups, either online or in person, can provide an understanding and acceptance that might be harder to find with others. Let's be honest, it's healing to be with people who get it. Number four, give yourself permission to feel it all. Please don't rush your healing to match others' timelines and don't compare. Let yourself feel everything, the hurt, the loneliness, the anger. And remember, it's okay to have hard days, and it's okay to talk about those hard days with someone who will just listen. So give yourself permission to lean into your emotions. Experience your feelings fully without judgment or shame. Number five, remember, reaching out doesn't mean you're needy. Asking for support doesn't make you weak, it makes you human, and we're humans, so it's natural to want to connect, especially when you're in pain. When you feel abandoned, try sending a message to a friend or a loved one, letting them know you could use a chat. Because most of the time, people don't know you're struggling until you let them in. I know grief can feel like one of the loneliest experiences in the world, especially when those we thought we could count on seem to disappear. But you're not alone in these feelings, and there are ways to move forward, even when it feels like you've been left behind. And honestly, the journey of grief isn't one you should have to walk alone. Sometimes finding connection means reaching out in ways that feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable. And if you're struggling with feelings of abandonment, remember that there are people who can and want to help you, whether it's friends, family, a grief coach, a counsellor, or a community that understands what you're going through. And I have a one-on-one program that can help you deal with emotional pain of loss so you can start to live your life fully. I'll leave the link in the description below, so please feel free to check it out. Don't give up on finding support, because in time, connection will find its way back to you. Well, my friends, I thank you for spending this time with me. If this video helped you, please subscribe, like, and share it with friends who might need it too. And remember, no matter where you are on your journey, there's always someone who cares. So from my heart to yours, much love, and I'll see you in the next video.